that were on stage. Thought that
Yeah,
was
those
cool.
two principals prowling. How about it?
Thank you.
I'm going to have in-school detention for implying that my principals are ladies. I'm sorry.
Apologize.
But we do want to introduce
A new host who's backstage right now. We're adding to our team.
she's 5'10".
She's well
And tons
known.
of fun.
She's very nice.
Kaylin Menaker.
Kaylin Menaker!
All right, are you ready to spice this up, you people? Sorry, I couldn't hear that. I need that one more time. All right, are you guys ready for some quizzes? All right, let's see how this goes.
Where's Mr. Burdick?
Come on, the salt in the quiz bowl himself. Where's he at? Here we go. It's Burdick! Or not.
In our left corner, we have Mr. Warren, Mr. Kaufman, Mr. Dyken, and Mrs. Steve. The other half.
He's gone. Pretty much.
Mr. Musgrove, teacher team. So may I ask, who do you think will win this? The teachers or the students?
Should we take a vote on the winner, you guys?
I think so.
All right. If you think the teachers are going to win, give a big shout. All right. I think the students are going to win. Let's hear it. Very good, guys. It seems like a pretty good tie.
I think so too. I think we got it though. They're brilliant.
Everything seems to be in line. Except for Rudy. Did you sound?
Yes. Good
Hi
job.
guys, we're solid. Pardon me. Should we tell some jokes? Should I tell some?
Yes. Go.
Oh, I think you got a favorite in the crowd, you guys. I think you got a favorite. Should I make some SGA jokes? Should I make fun of you guys? Because I feel like nobody makes fun of you. I feel like nobody does. You know how it is. I'm pretty sure, you gotta sell part of your soul to Burdick to get into it. I didn't hear that. I didn't say that. That was me. I'm not an SGA, so I don't know. I'm just saying, the only thing that I ever see you guys do is sell bad popcorn and make signs. Again, not me. I didn't say that. I didn't write that. I didn't write that. That wasn't me. I don't know. Maybe I should stop teasing you guys.
Mr. Burdick, are you
I'm pretty
ready?
sure if I start making fun of Burdick, he's gonna jump on the stage and maim me.
Mr. Burdick, are you ready?
You ready, Burdick?
Okay. We are ready to play Quiz Bowl.
Quiz bowl. Don't try to save yourself now.
All right, welcome everyone to Quiz Bowl. I'm your advisor, Mr. Burdick. Last year at this show, we were very disappointed in our Quiz Bowl team. Another massive failure in not winning the county. This year, I have good news to report that they are your Indiana County Academic League champions. So here we go, 25 questions, teachers versus students. The The main proponents of this movement meditated on the words, "Deliver me in thy justice," leading to his power experience. The Diet of Worms said that the leader of this movement, who hammered his 95 Theses to...
What is the, no wait, hold on. It's who's Martin Luther?
No.
It's the movement!
Protestant Reformation is correct. Next, the derivative of this quantity with respect to time is force, and the change in this quantity over a period of time is known as impulse, measured in Newton's seconds for 1 point. Name this quantity which is equal to the product of the mass and velocity of an object.
Acceleration?
No.
Momentum?
Momentum is correct. Socialist George Ritzer argued that global culture is becoming homogenized in a process named after this firm. Stella Liebeck sued this firm after she received serious burns from McDonald's. Correct, McDonald's. I'm loving it. A man with this surname utilized tear gas and the National Guard in suppressing the Attica prison riots and served 4 terms as governor of New York as well as 1 term as vice president under Gerald Ford. Ida Tarbell. Rockefeller is correct. 4-0 students. Question 5. In a pamphlet by this man, he described several celestial objects which supported the Copernican view of the solar system, such as the 4 largest moons of Jupiter, which would be collectively named after this man.
Galileo.
Correct, Galileo. Teachers need to step it up. Here we go. Yeah, it works. Question 6. The improper form of this process occurs when one of the limits is infinity. One method used to perform this process is derived from the product.
Integration.
Integration is correct. Okay, next. This organism was used to prove the concept of genetic linkage by a Columbia student named Alfred Sturtevant, who worked in a
Drosophila.
or fruit fly. That's correct. A companion piece to the tragic overture was composed by this man after receiving an honorary degree from the University of Breslau, which inspired another work. This composer of the Academic Festival Overture wrote a famous lullaby, and his
Brahms.
Brahms is right. That was 8 questions. Do you want any substitutions? One city in this state holds the Mummers Day Parade on New.
Philadelphia.
No.
That isn't working.
One city in this state
Oh yes.
holds
Pennsylvania.
All right, we'll take that. I'm sure you've thought about brandy wine and Gettysburg anyway. Yes. Question 10. This process's fractional type is commonly used to extract elements from the air, and entrainers are often added in this process when performed on azeotropes. This process occurs when the vapor pressure of one substance equals the partial pressure in the apparatus of the surrounding gases. For 10 points, or for 1 point, excuse me, identify this process that separates liquids based on their boiling points.
Distillation.
Correct. Students are requesting a substitution. In 2014, this organization sparked global outcry when it kidnapped schoolgirls, which prompted the Bring Back Our Girls movement. Yes.
Wait, come on, that wasn't fair. I was bringing in.
Do you know?
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram was right. Okay, we'll call that a dead question. All right.
Take it.
Dead question. I have extras, don't worry. All right. New question 11. This element cannot form a modification with a charge of 1+, and its allies are known as amalgams. This transition metals...
Mercury.
Correct. Question 12. This character's memory improves greatly over the course of the film, as shown by her ability to remember addresses and people like P. Sherman, Dory. Dory is right. Question 13. Lucio Costa and Oscar Niemeyer designed and constructed a new capital for this country.
Brazil.
Correct. Brazil. Very good. During this conflict, one group suffered Pride's Purge, and that group later became known as the Powerless Rump Parliament. The victor of this war declared himself...
English Civil War.
Correct. English Civil War. Question 15. One part of this process can be cyclic or non-cyclic, and this process uses the molecules FADH and NADPH to...
Calvin cycle and dark reaction photosynthesis.
That's good, yes.
Whatever you say.
After 15 questions, it's 9-6, 10 questions left. This quantity is 0 on a closed path, and though not potential energy, this quantity due to gravity is equal to mass times gravity times the change in height. For 1 point, name this quantity equal to the product of a force and the distance through which it is applied. Work is right. In this novel, carved soap figurines, old coins, and a pocket watch are among items found in a... That's right. Score is 10-7. Question 18. A pioneer of this art movement portrayed haystacks throughout this...
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, a pioneer of this art movement portrayed...
What is impressionism?
Correct. In Judaism, this action is performed on the day of Tisha B'Av. Roman Catholicism encourages people to do this action on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. After Ramadan, Muslims break, for 1 point, what practice? Fast. Fast is correct. Question 20. The author of The Storm and Desiree's Baby is most notable for a novel in which Alcee Arobin and Robert LeBrun develop relationships with the protagonist who, at the end of the novel, commits suicide by walking into the Gulf of Mexico. For 1 point, name this author who wrote about Edna Pontellier. Correct. H. It's 11-9, and we have 5 questions left. For this question, we need the composer and the type of piece. One of these compositions by this man was originally dedicated to the memory of a great man, while the 5th one uses a memorable short
Beethoven's symphonies.
correct, symphonies of Beethoven. This function is positive when an angle is in the first or second quadrants and its square equal to
Sine.
yeah, sine. Berberine is the name for the green type of this material, whose other well-known examples include amethyst, and Korematsu versus the United States protested this American practice, which was put forth in executive order. Japanese internment is right. I'll do my best with this. Didier Drogba led this team to his first UEFA Champions League title during the 2011-2012 season after losing Chelsea. Correct. So, we have a winner. Final score, students 14, teachers 11.